Hello students, here we are solving the question which is based on case study. The question is, a microscope is a device which is used to view with tiny objects. A compound microscope consists of two converging lenses called the objective and the eyepiece. The tiny object to be examined is placed just beyond the first focus of the objective. The position of the eyepiece is adjusted till the image due to the objective is within the first focus of the eyepiece. The highly enlarged final image is seen by the eye, which is held close to the eyepiece. So here the question says we are having a compound microscope in which there are two converging lenses. Converging lenses means convex lens. One is called objective, another is called eyepiece. And it is used to examine tiny objects by just placing the object beyond the first focus of the objective, and we get highly enlarged image and can be seen by eyepiece. So the question one here is, in a compound microscope, the intermediate image, that is image of the object due to objective, is option A, real, inverted and magnified; option B, real, inverted and diminished; option C, virtual, erect and magnified; option D, virtual, erect and diminished. Now since the object is placed beyond objective and the image of objective is formed between objective lens and eyepiece, so for objective lens the image is real. So real image is always inverted and it is magnified. So option A is correct, that the image from intermediate image. Intermediate image means the image between objective and the eyepiece, and it is the image formed by object lens. Since it is on the other side, it is real, and real image is always inverted and it is magnified. Now in question number 2, in a compound microscope the final image is. Now the final image is formed by the eyepiece, which is in between objective and eyepiece. That means the image is on the same side as that of the eye, object and image are on the same side. So option A says real, inverted and magnified. Option B says real, erect and magnified. Option C says virtual, erect and magnified, and option D says virtual, inverted and magnified. Since for eyepiece, object and eye image are on the same side, so the image will be virtual. So virtual image is always erect, but to us object is also inverted, so image will also be inverted. And definitely we are given it is highly enlarged image, so the option D is correct. So virtual, inverted and magnified. Here virtual image is inverted because object is also inverted. That is why our image is also inverted. Now in question number 3, the magnifying power of a compound microscope is high if both, option A, both objective and eyepiece have short focal length. Option B, both the objective and eyepiece have long focal length. Option C, the objective has short focal length and the eyepiece have long focal length. Option D, the objective has long focal length and the eyepiece has short focal length. The option in this case is A. Why option is A? Because the magnifying power is given by M is equals to L upon FO multiplied by D upon FE. L is length of microscope, D is near point or you can say least distance of distinct region, FO is focal length of objective and FE is focal length of eyepiece. So if both have FO and FE are small, then M will be large. That is why our option, both the objective and eyepiece have short focal length. Now the question number 4. In question number 4, the resolving power of compound microscope is increased if option A, light of shorter wavelength is used to illuminate the object. Option B, the objective of bigger diameter is used. Option C, the objective of higher focal length is used. Option D, the eyepiece of shorter focal length is used. The resolving power is given by the formula resolving power is equals to 2 mu sine theta upon lambda. So now if wavelength is small, then resolving power will be high. So option A says light of shorter wavelength is used to illuminate the object. So option A is correct. Option B says the objective of bigger diameter is used. Now diameter depends upon sine theta. Here I draw the diagram. Here it is the object. This is object and this will get illuminated by the lens. So this is 2 theta and this is object and here is the light is going, this is mu, this is A, B. So it means the diameter will depend upon angle. Since resolving power depends upon sine theta and theta depends upon AB, that is diameter. Therefore, we can say that option B is also correct. The objective of bigger diameter is used. C part, the objective of higher focal length. Here focal length is not there in the formula, so C part is not correct. D part, the eyepiece of shorter focal length. Again, the focal length is not in the question formula, so we will say the focal length is not to be used. So option D is also not correct. Now question number 5. If the aperture of the objective of microscope is increased, aperture of the objective increased, then option A, its resolving power will increase. Again we are seeing in the formula, if aperture means AB. If AB is increased, then 2 theta will increase, means theta will increase, then resolving power will increase. Option A is correct. Option B says its magnifying power will decrease. No, the magnifying power does not depends upon aperture size. So therefore we cannot say the magnifying power will decrease. Option C, the intensity of final image will increase. Definitely the intensity depends upon diameter or the size of aperture. So intensity, if the aperture size is more, means AB is more, since theta is increased, therefore resolving power will also increase and intensity will also increase. So option C is also correct. Now for option D, the intensity of final image will decrease. No, we are saying the intensity of final image is increasing, therefore intensity cannot decrease. So option D is not the correct option. I hope you must have understood how to solve case study questions, and for more questions, check out my other videos.